So, what's up, everybody? This is Antonio Smothers, and I'm here with my boy, Bobby Romero. You can find my Instagram as Bobby Training. Say what's up, dog.
What up, man? How y'all doing out there?
Cool. So, we're here during quarantine, and we decided to do something that we decided to do months ago. Right now. What we're gonna do for y'all today is really go over something that's very controversial to us in the sport of bodybuilding, and it has to do with bodybuilding and relationships. Ooh. So what we're gonna do is just talk about a couple of topics that we consider to be pretty much of a pattern. Would you say like a pattern that because we had a discussion like months back, and we started realizing that some of the things that we both have dealt with in relationships while bodybuilding were very similar. So very similar, right? So what we decided to do is here we're gonna just have a little open discussion with each other, and just to bring it up to everyone else out there that's either dating someone that's bodybuilding or is potentially thinking about bodybuilding while they're with someone, married or boyfriend, girlfriend, and then just to be aware, like if you're someone that doesn't really know what that looks like and just wants to kind of be a little bit prepared of what's to come if you actually are doing this sport while maybe thinking about dating someone. So anything you want to add before we get started, Bobby?
No, man. I mean, we went over the topics what we're gonna talk about, so let's get it rolling.
Cool. So bodybuilding relationships, y'all. So the first one it's your choice. Okay, so what we mean by that is knowing what you're getting into before you decide to date a competitive bodybuilder. I'll just go ahead and start it off a little bit. It's definitely something that you have to just swallow that pill and realize that if you love that person, or if you don't really though, right? If you love this person, or if you really want to be with that person long term, maybe, because I really it's just not that, honestly. And if this is something they want to do, it's your choice in the day whether you want to be there or not. It really is. And there's some things that come with that. For instance, like knowing that maybe on a week to week or maybe like every so often there might be a moment where you kind of question, like, damn, I didn't know. This is all what comes with this shit, But
yeah, like that.
Right.
That selfish ass. I don't want to be with you. I don't got time for you type shit.
Right.
Like all that goes down into it. Like you don't pay attention to me. You're not touching me. You're moody. You're cranky.
Yep.
Can't talk to you. It's like, come on, man, really?
Yep. So it's kind of like, so that's when we say it's your choice. Knowing what you're getting into before you decide to date a competitive bodybuilder, you should do your due diligence, honestly, because it's like when this isn't always true, but it's like if you date somebody that just got out of prison or jail, you're like that they might still have some stuff going on. We ain't talking about no little Jew. We talking about like some hard time. You kind of know what you're getting into, so you should know. So it's kind of in my opinion, it's kind of the same situation, man. It's kind of just you should know and have a little bit of prior knowledge, before making that choice to want to decide and this goes for both male or female. It's not just women dating men bodybuilders. This goes both ways, player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add to that? Being in this your choice, Bobby?
I mean, like you said, it's their choice, so they got to know going into it. This is a full-time gig, so you already have a full-time job to pay your bills, to be able to buy your food, all your supplements, roof over your head, clothes on your back, all that. So you going into this shit, it's like someone going to school. You can't half-ass school.
Yep.
You half-ass school, you won't get half-ass grades.
Preach.
And I know for myself, when I go into these fucking preps, I'm not going half-ass. I'm going to fucking win.
Right.
I'm going to gun. I'm going to overall. I want first place. I want the fucking overall.
Right.
It's like someone else. They goes to school, goes to college. They want straight A's. The dean's this, whatever the fuck, what I'm saying, you get in college, they want that. So you want to date someone that competes, get ready for some selfish acts from that person, because it takes a selfish act for them to get to the top tier.
Right.
In order to know your conditioning, you got to sacrifice a lot. Right. Not just the food, but your fucking time. Because you got to be in the gym for like what, 2 sessions of cardio in the morning, 30 to 45 minutes.
Hey, that's if you do 2 sessions of cardio.
Yeah. You feel me? Some people got to do more. It depends on the body fat. So, yeah, it's your choice if you want to get into this mix.
Yeah.
Your choice. You want to jump into that pool and swim.
I think you make a really good point real quick. Just kind of like a side note. It's also, there's levels to this shit. So if you choose to date somebody, you know, and I don't mean to make fun of anybody, male or female, but if you somebody that follows someone on Instagram and that's how y'all met, and you saw their work ethic online and you were attracted to it online, and you saw how they win shows, like I said, female or male, from a distance, and you really don't know what that really looks like, you got to be ready for that. Because if you there's a difference, Bob, there's a difference between dating someone who's just now starting out and they don't really know what they want out of the sport. They're doing it just to kind of be cool, or they're doing it because they want to have a weight loss transformation. And then there's a difference between the people that really want it, to date those people. The ones that, like you just said, their mindset, what you just said about how you go into each show. That kind of person. Whether you're an amateur or, you know, fighting to just, you know, get first and overall, to the amateur that's fighting to go pro, because then there's that level, then there's the pro, the point that just turned pro and they're trying to prove it. There's just the person's an Olympian. Like, so there is levels to this. And so if you're dating that person with that kind of mindset, you're just a whole nother ball game. I think you make a really good point with that.
Man, it's a whole ball game, whole headache, whole argument, whole fight, whole snapping, whole fuck you, no fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You're a scumbag. Like, all of that shit comes into play.
Right,
you know
right. Because
you gotta be ready.
Right, I look at it like this though, because see, what if? And I've heard this before, is that if you've never competed but you follow it so much, right? How an individual can date somebody that wants to do it, but yet the person that they're dating is half-assing it, and you're the person that's actually more involved and has the discipline. Now what? You know, if you have to push that person that bad to do it, they shouldn't be doing it, in my opinion.
Nah, for sure.
But you know what? But every competitor, every person that competes or anything, they want somebody like that. Man, I you know, if they push you to that, yo, you know, I'm rooting for you, like, go do that cardio, or, you know, in a very positive way, not in a you're effing up, you know, you better go do cardio, not like that, you know, like, but if you're, so again, that's levels to it, and you know, you just got to know what you're getting into, because, you know, the higher you go in this as the competitor part, the more demanding it is on us, the more focused you have to be, and it's just a lot. It's a lot that comes with that on that side. So our to be honest, man, our significant other has to be just as strong, if not stronger.
Yeah, man. Like you said, even when doing that, sometimes you can spear into a different realm into it, and by that I mean, like, I know I get way more spiritual when I'm on prep because I'm so focused. I'm like laser focused.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, man, like, I've been praying, like, thank you God for this food, because we all know, like, dog, we eat 6 meals a day.
Yep.
There's people out there that don't even eat 3 meals a day,
right.
let alone one.
Right.
So that's one thing people need to understand too, is like, your meals are important to you.
Yes.
And you're hungry, low calories, so you're hangry.
Hangry, Claire.
So you want to eat and get those meals in. So it all plays a hand and roll in it, man.
I totally agree. That's a really good point. So I think we covered that for you guys. It's kind of, it's your choice, you know, being the person that's going to be choosing to date someone that's in this sport. The next one is one that I bring this topic up because I hate it the most. Like, I've heard it a lot, and I realize it the most with myself. This isn't the real me. It's the trials and tribulations. You laughing, see? The trials and tribulations of trying to convince your girl or guy how much of a dirtbag or bitch you really aren't.
Yeah.
So, you know, outside of the competitive world, I'm very loud. You know, I'm very positive, which is, I'm anyway. But as far as just like fun, just more outgoing, you know, just like to just have a little bit more of that, like, just I don't want to say the word glow, but it's very infectious, the energy. You know, it's very infectious. You know, because it's all energy, right? Everything's energy. And when I'm in that, I mean, like, you know, it's like the Last Dragon. I got that glow. You know, like, if it's all just good fun, everyone's involved. You know, and that's the top. And I'm very aware of everyone else inside, you know, whatever room or whatever I'm at. So when it comes to the switch, and the switch happens around like 8 weeks going in, 6 weeks, 7 weeks going in. That's when my switch, right around there was my switch hits. And, you know, I no longer am that person. And it's kind of what you said a second ago about having that focus. And it's just, it becomes very, very serious. I get very short. And then I become very impatient. And then, you know, it may look like I'm just irritated all the time, but I'm just thinking about everything in such an efficient manner. And it just has to go, okay, next. And, you know, unfortunately, the thing about it is that you can get snappy, you know, because if certain things don't go your way in the moment, or, you know, because because when you're bodybuilding too, like you said, it's 24-hour thing. So, you know, your mind is, you're at the gym, yes, but you're like, okay, after the gym, I got to make sure that my timing's right. So when I eat my post-workout meal, after that, I got to make sure that after this moment, like, you're almost like 2-3 steps ahead always. Well, if you're trying to be a good bodybuilder, you should be able to think about 2-3 steps ahead, and those just in case moments where you got to plan, okay, if I'm going to work today, I can bring 2, maybe 3 meals, you know, and if I do bring the 3 meals, I got to make sure that I still have enough time to, you know, it's so much extra that goes into it, you know. So what do you say about that? Is real me.
Like you just said, like, you got to be so structured. And once 8 weeks, for me, it's like once 8 weeks hit, that's it. My switch is done.
Yeah.
I'm a different animal. Like, nope. Yeah. Like, if I need to be up at 6, I'm up at 5:55. I'm going to be up 5 minutes even earlier. I want to beat that. Like, if I'm not in the gym for fasted cardio by 3:15 in the morning, and I'm in that 3:20.
You hear that, y'all? 3:15 in the morning. You hear that?
Yeah. No, dog, because I was waking up at 2:45 in the morning because I had clients at 6 a.m. So, wake up 2:45. Take my fat burner, take my apple cider vinegar, all my shit to get ready to go.
Yep.
I got to be in my pickup truck by no later than 3 o'clock. 3 a.m. starting up my truck.
Damn.
Drive to the nearest gym, walk up the stairs, because every 24-hour fitness has, don't ask me why, it's 2 stories.
I noticed that in LA. What the hell?
So, whatever. So I got to be on that damn stairmaster by 3:15. In order for me to be calm, cool-headed, do my 30 minutes of cardio. After that, what comes next? You got to train your abs.
Yep.
I hate training abs, so I got to train my abs for another like 15, 20 minutes.
Damn.
Do that shit, hitting them hard as hell. Drive home, tired. When I get home, bro, I don't even want to take off my clothes, man. To be honest with you. When I'm like close to a show, bro, I don't even want to shower. I'm so fucking lethargic. I'm tired. My body aches. I'm like, I'm gonna sweat. I might as well stay in my stinky ass clothes all day. So it's another.
It's not the real him, folks.
No, it's not. It's another 20 minutes of me just to get ready to shower.
Yeah. Yes.
Get out the shower, make my first meal nice and fresh, eat calmly, drink coffee, watch some Sports Center.
Key part, you said eat calmly. See that? Calmly. Anyways, keep going.
I'm already rushing to get my meals in between clients. So I'm just like, hold on, give me like 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm just like, take your time. I'm like, nah, because I got the next client in. I ain't shorting your session. So all that goes into consideration, man. Like being structured, and once that switch hits, it's over. Yeah. If any little thing doesn't go the way I want, I'm in a bad mood.
Right.
And
right.
Can't help it.
Yep.
Like it just happens.
Yes, right. And so like I say, so, you know, for me, you know, if on the other side, it hurts me to be that way. You know, I don't like it. Too. You know, but they, you know, in the moment, of course, the significant other that you're with, they don't, if they're not privy to it, and they never been through it before, they don't understand. Yeah, they don't get it. Sometimes, a lot of times, and especially if they're a person that may not be very good at being sympathetic towards someone else, what they're going through, you might be battling with that very much, like a lot. So, you know, that's why I think for us, so here's something for us on the other side of the solution, which I think could help us as bodybuilders, is to always be aware of, try your best to be aware of your actions and reminding your significant other that this is, again, like I said, this isn't the real me, you know, and you got to find some kind of balance and show them, I think, at least, not necessarily, if it ain't on a daily, at least trying to show them as much as possible that, you know, that they're cared for and you still think about them, and, you know, try to do something that's compromising to what they want, because you still want to try to give them a sign that you're still there. Somewhere inside there, 100%. You're still there, you know.
Yeah,
so,
it could be something simple, like if you pack a meal for yourself, pack a meal for them.
Right, yeah.
I got you a meal too. Just
right.
let them know, like, yo, you're in it with me.
Yes, that's really good. Yeah, so that's one of my things, that this isn't really me thing. Yeah, big one.
That's the hardest one, because then after the show's done, you got to go back, you got to hear it, because they come at you with a list.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you did this, you did this, you did this.
You got to
this
scroll.
Way, so it's like, all right, you got to sit there and you got to take it.
Oh, gosh, man. So again, folks, first it's your choice. You know, second is understanding from the competitor's perspective that the person that you fell in love with potentially, you know, you should know. And again, have some kind of common sense to realize this is not who they are. If they're completely acting different than what they normally do, you should know that that's not who they are. Yeah, you know, sure. so don't just say, oh my gosh, why are you such an asshole? Period. Well, I'm an asshole because what I'm doing right now it's taking so much of my drive, my focus, my energy. You know. Sometimes Mike Tyson said this. Sometime he said, sometimes you can't always have fun chasing your goals. You know, because it's not always fun. Because you know, again, when I watched that Tim Grover interview talking about being relentless, Michael Jordan's trainer, he said something very, very, very interesting. He said, you don't have to love the training and love the work, but you're addicted to the results. You know what I'm saying? And so we're addicted to the results. Do we always want to get up at 3 to do cardio at 3 in the morning? Fuck no. But we do it because we're addicted to what we're gonna the look and how we feel when we're on the stage and that accomplishment feeling. So, you know.
And going back to what Tyson said too, like that interview with Tony Gonzalez, he said that he was always a nice guy, but once the bell rang, he turned into a fucking monster.
Yes.
So he didn't know who he was.
Yep.
And that's how it is.
That's
like
how
you
it is.
someone you know because you want to succeed. You want to bring it.
Right.
Because you know damn well the person who's going to compete against, standing next to you on your left, probably bringing it, and they're doing your right, probably bringing it too. So you got to bring it too. Which
means that you can never underestimate any of your opponents.
Nope.
And that's in your head too when you train all the time. All the time. That's a good one. Good one. The other one. Okay, here we go. It's either me or bodybuilding. being given an ultimatum about a passion that we have. I'm gonna let you take this one.
Damn, man. That's one of them things, man. Cause like, okay, you met me doing this. You love the way I look.
You met me doing this. Let's just right there. You met me doing this. Perfect. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So it's like, okay, you met me doing this. You met me doing this, right? Yeah. There's also like, what if it comes to like, well, when I met you, you didn't care about competing. All of a sudden, you care about competing. That's all you care about now. There's that aspect too. It's like
because it was off season, right?
Yeah, because it was off season. Y'all was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fun, pizza, random nights, burgers, random nights. Yep. Go to the movies, snacks, all that shit. Once prep hits, that's out. You in the damn movie theater with your stinky ass tilapia and your asparagus.
Hey, speak for yourself, folks.
Hey, man. I'm speaking for most people. I eat swat.
Me too.
I know about that, so I'm going to say the tilapia because that's the one everyone knows about.
Right.
So it goes to that. So, all right, back to it. It's either them or competing. It's like, you can't really do that because going back to someone being in school, it's like, how are you going to tell someone that like, yo, it's either me or school? You're focused so much on school. That's going to better that person. Like, for me as well, getting to the point where I step on stage and I feel good about myself makes me feel better. So if I'm happy, I'm going to make you happy.
Yes.
If I'm not happy, I definitely can't make you happy.
Yeah.
So if this shit makes me happy, let me do it.
Right.
And if I'm fucking up, I need you to check me. But check me in a manner where I won't snap at you because I'm already agitated as it is, short-tempered. So if you come at me foul, I'm going to come at you foul too.
Yeah. Definitely.
To me, it's one of those things, man. It's like either me or bodybuilding. It's like, all right, that's why you got to sit them down and be like, nah, we need to talk about this. This is what it is, and come to like some type of agreement in the middle. Right,
and that's true. Like compromise is very big, man. And you know, unfortunately, you know, I've been there a few times, and you know, like I said, it's a correlation, like what I said in the beginning. The topic before this one is trying to let the person know that that's not really you. But then when it gets to the point to where they're like, look, it's either me or bodybuilding, they give you the ultimatum, like, damn, you know, you must not, I must not be doing a good enough job to express to you that this isn't really me. Number one. Number two, it's just too much for you. You know, and what sucks is I've been in situations before where, speaking from experience, only from my experience, is that I've had to try to hide or try to lie to myself about the love I have for the sport of bodybuilding. I have been in situations where I completely am the type of person that, you know, I just don't necessarily want to I don't want to do that. I don't want to give up something that I love so much. You know, it's something that I start, you know, again, like you said, you met me doing this. So it's like, yeah, but at the same token, it's just like what hurts, right, is when you have a passion for something and like that's your thing, man. That is your thing. And but you also love this person, you know, and the last thing you want to do is have something that you love come between someone you love. That shit fucking sucks.
Oh.
Like that. Like, imagine Michael Jackson being like, look, I love moonwalking everywhere, but I also love you. Oh, no. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like, but I'm saying that's his passion. Prince. I love making music, you know, but I love you too. And like, just for the person, like, again, I think if you got to look inside yourself, remember, because you're the one choosing to be with this person. Are they happy when they do what they're doing? Does it help their life in certain aspects? Is Michael Jackson, Prince, are they more efficient and successful when they're doing what they love? If so, then you should allow them to do that. And we should work out a ways to where you find, again, common ground, compromise. What can we do in the middle to make this work, right? What can we do to make this a thing? What can we do to make this a thing? Because at the end of the day, if switching to the competitor, the bodybuilder, we don't want to lose you. We don't want to lose you.
No, of course not.
And we damn sure don't want to lose you when it's over something that we love and we feel that, you know, it's something that makes us better. And there's a difference. So there's that, and I don't mean to go hella deep, but there's that. Then there's some people that do this bodybuilding shit and they actually do just become a wreck. You know, they just end up, they just suck, and they end up being violent. They end up being a person that's just not a good person. And if that's the case, you got to cut ties. Like, I get that. Like that I get. When it's you know, because like they say, right, sometimes unfortunately in this sport, you could get to a stage, like I said, male or female, where your hormones and your patience, because I'll tell you this, we all have things that make us irritated, but when we're not on prep or not in a stressful situation, or our body's not stressed, because when we're competing, trying to fight our body and our minds controlling our body, and we're super hungry, and we say, no, we're not eating right now, we're eating later. But your body's losing body fat and it's cold and it wants to stay warm and put on some body fat, you say, no, fuck that, we're going lower. Your body's stressed. And so those irritations that you control so easily when you're normal, when your body's normal, you're not really gonna be that good at controlling that when your body's stressed out. That's just the way it is. So I feel like, man, you know, like I said, in personal experience, it's a tough one as well, because you really want to try to see if you can do both, because bodybuilding in itself is it's a tough sport because it never goes away. But when you're off the basketball court, you're off the basketball court. Too, man. Yeah, but I'm just saying, in terms of like when you're off the basketball court, you're done. You know, maybe boxing's the closest, because when you're done training, you still need your rest, but you're still in the mind focus, and then you know what I'm saying. So everything, the whole day, still like that, because you're ready for this.
And boxing too, you still like, if you got to make weight,
you
still got to be on your diet.
So I would say boxing's pretty close. Like, because what I'm thinking just right now, that's probably one of the closest ones. And because it's all for one event right there. Same with wrestling. You know, it all comes down to one event. You know what I'm saying? MMA too. Oh yeah. And you got to get a mindset because you're competing in this person. So yeah, we can go off for days of that, but that's one for me. So that's that. Let me get the other topic. The other one is okay. Here we go. Now, guys, for the positive shit. Can we make this work? Coming up with ways to find a happy medium or neutralize potential toxic situations. So, here we go. Perfect example. Let's say your girl met you off season, and you are the guy that opens the door 24/7. That's your thing. You open the door all the time. She's like, oh my gosh, you're the best. Chivalry ain't dead. You know, that's you. And then if you guys go to the gym all the time, or, you know, whatever, then you just kind of stop doing it as often. You know, like, let's take something that small.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that could become an issue because she's like, wait a minute. He don't open my door like he used to. He doesn't show that affection to show people that I'm his, and he doesn't want to be a gentleman anymore. What's wrong? Something like that. That right there could cause a big ass issue.
Oh,
but
without a doubt.
but can we neutralize that? Yes. How? Let's be open. Let's be vocal. Hey, baby. This is, obviously a woman speaking to a man. Could you, hey, if you're a girl, you open your man's door. Hey, no judge, whatever. Do what you got to do. But I was speaking from like if it's a man talking to a woman. It's like, let us know. Like, hey, I would appreciate it. Like I would just wonder like what's been going on. I love when you open my door. You haven't really done it that much lately, baby. Like, what's up? If it's cool like that, that gives a dude right there a notion that you care, you're concerned, and can we get back to that?
You snap back into it.
Yeah, but when you come at us, remember, we're already body stressed, already irritable, all that, and you come like this, coming down at us. What the hell? You don't love me anymore? Wow. So you don't open my door no more. I guess we're getting close to being done. This is what this bodybuilding does. You're such an asshole. Wow. Now I'm choosing to be with you while you're doing this. What am I doing? I could be doing something so much different. Whoa.
Or the silent treatment. That's even worse because you're not a fucking mind reader.
Not a mind reader. Very true.
So you got to communicate. Like you just said, like, come at us on some like, hey, what's up? Like, you used to do this for me. Like, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did I do anything? On some shit like that.
Yes.
Because if I used to do that for you and I stopped because I'm space cadet. I'm brain dead. I'm just thinking about, all right, let me just get in this gym, get my training on, get my focus back on. I'm hungry. I'm tired.
Yep. Your mind is so many places. Yeah, like you said, you're two to three steps past where you are right now. Yeah.
So just come at us with like on some low voice, like don't yell, don't raise your voice, and make it cool and jokingly, like make a joke about it. Be cool with it. Because if you attack us, like what did it say? Don't pull a dog's tail.
Don't pull a dog's tail, especially a ravaged beast dog.
Yeah. So like
that's starving.
Yeah, I'm gonna snap and bite. And that's the last thing I want to do.
Right. So let me tell you this too. So on top of that, other solutions you can always do. Remember, it depends on how much you give a shit about the person if you want it to last. If they're worth it, you grab shit like this. Mars and Venus together forever. You find ways to communicate better. You find ways to make it work. Skills you can use, ways you can communicate with the person that you're with. Remember, because men, we speak one way and we hear one way to a different way than women do. Right? Yeah. And I just started reading that book and I'm like, whoa, yeah, I've been doing shit wrong. I've been, oh shit, so really though, but you know what? But that's the kind of stuff if it matters that much to you, the person who's not competing and the person who is, if they matter that much to you, let's do something together to make it work for us. You know what else you could do? How about we watch church together or go to church together? You know what I'm saying? What can we do to be on the same accord mentally? You know what I'm saying? What can we do together to better ourselves? Because if I'm an asshole 24/7, there's like one day out the week, like let's say church is that one day out the week when we don't fight, let's keep that shit going. You know what I'm saying?
Putting that at the center of it will make everything balance out.
That's true.
It won't be perfect. It won't be perfect. They'll balance it out.
Right. So, and then of course, men to the women, if you're dating a woman that's competing and you're a guy that's not, I've heard this too. I've heard this from the female's perspective. Men complaining about their women that they knew prior that they compete. Like you said earlier, you met me while I was doing this. And the men would say, all you care about is bodybuilding. All you care about is yourself. You don't ever think about me. Now, remember, what did we say from the very beginning? It's your choice. You chose to be with me knowing what I do. Secondly, you decided to you decided to want to be with me and see a different side of me, but you keep saying you care for me. But it all starts in the beginning. It's your choice. And some people will or will not like that. Then they're responding kind. There's some people, and this is with anything success. This is anything success, Bobby. You know this like I do. Some people that are chasing that dream will say, okay, then fuck you. Bye.
I've seen it in this sport.
Bye. Because guess what? My love, my dreams, my this, my that, they matter that much more than they hear. I don't have to hear you bitch and moan. I just grab another person, or I'll do this shit by myself and I don't have to hear this at all. Or you might get the response that says, damn, well, Okay, I don't want you to leave, and I really love you, and I find you to be a person I care about. Let's try to work this out. What can we do together to compromise? So it's up again. It's a choice for both people, but you know, you women do it too. Almost if it's more than men. Women get jealous or men get jealous too. If you're posting your progress pictures on your stories or on your gram, or whatever. Or why you gotta show the one with the side pic with the glute though? Why they gotta see the hamstring tie-in though? You know what I'm saying? Like that all makes a difference. It all makes a difference. So yeah, all makes a difference.
Yeah, man, you hit it right there with that one. I got nothing to add to it. You took words out my mouth.
Okay, I think last one. So we're gonna take it to a whole other place right now. Not necessarily. Actually, we just kind of segued in it with the last thing I said.
He just did. That's why I was like, wait.
Why is this random bitch liking all your pics, discussing the unwanted attention from women when we share progress photos and beyond? It's on you, player.
Why on me? It's every dude out there, this motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's not just me. You, everyone. It's like.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Progress pics are that. Progress pics.
Mm-hmm.
We post them up to show cats, look, I'm gunning for you. I'm working.
Ooh,
you better be working harder. Or I post mine, you post yours. Like, okay, he's holding on to a little more side. I got to bump on my weight. I got to talk to my coach. Yo, coach, should we do this? Should we do that? What do you think? All right, cool. That's the only reason for progress pictures. I don't want
most of us.
Most of us. For most of us.
Most of us.
See, like, so sometimes I don't even post my progress pictures. I don't want that attention. I don't want that drama. That's extra drama that I don't need. If you're like, why don't you post shit? Because of that. It comes with that. It's like, also, I'm a trainer, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm a walking billboard for myself.
Right, absolutely.
So if I have some clients who want to come and want to transform their body, they want to see, yo, have you transformed your body? Well, yeah, look.
That's a really good, man, from a business perspective, that's a really good point. Go ahead. Really good point.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not going to go to a dentist who doesn't get any fucking clients, right? You want to go to a motherfucker like, oh, he hooked up your veneers, whitened your teeth, took your cavity, your root canal, all that shit. I'm going to go to him. Why? Because he advertised that. Look what I did.
I go to him because he got that good ass Novocaine. That's why I go to him.
Yeah. or Deuce teeth was crooked, so I hooked them up. You know, whatever the fuck they do.
Very true. Very true. Keeping track of your progress. Good.
Yeah, that's what I'm at with it. With the progress pictures, just progress pictures. And if you're so insecure about it, it speaks more about you than the one person you're with. Because if that person's texting me every day, I love you, calling you, with you, no matter what, coming to you. Mm-hmm. What more do you really need? Like, they're just sharing it. It's just a picture. Mm-hmm. It ain't like they're saying, like, yo, come holler at me.
Yeah. under the picture, like, hit me up at onlyfans.com.
Yeah, man. So it's one of those things, bro. Where, like, progress pictures get a lot of people in trouble because there's unwanted comments, unwanted follows. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oof. Yeah. You ever told your girl, or even have you ever, like, looked in your insights and seen the ratio of guys and girls that follow you?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit's hilarious. I'll say this, man. Like you hit a couple great points. I'll tell you, I think you can also be in this sport, and you may not even realize that there's something that you may or may not be doing that can make a person insecure as well.
Oh, very, very true.
Right. So, there's more than one way to do something, right? There's more than one way to show a progress pic. There's more than one way to, if we all did the same thing and that was the way it is, everyone would be like, okay, that's it, that's fine, we're good. But that's not the way it is. For instance, I posted a progress picture today. And I posted upper body, of course. It was, back, front, boom, boom. Now, what if I posted that same pic from afar, but I'm in like some Calvin Klein briefs, just tight, just all up in there.
See, yeah, that's the difference too, because I'm glad you said that. Because progress pics, whenever I would post any, if that, would be just upper body. Not just because we're men's physique and we don't show wheels. We got wheels. We fucking train for wheels. Don't stress about that. Yeah. But there's a difference between progress picture to a thirst trap progress picture.
A thirst trap progress picture.
Yeah. Like you just said it. And your Calvin Klein's like, bro, really?
Yep.
Like, even as a male, as a body, like, bro, I don't want to see that shit on my feed, my dude.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'll be somewhere like scrolling and there'll be a person next to me who'll be like,
I know. Yo.
like, first of all, it's my phone. Why are you looking at my phone?
Because your fucking screen is big as fuck. That's why.
Yeah,
but
shit.
no, but I'll be honest with you. I used to joke about that all the time. I used to be like, when I used to be at work in restaurants, I'd be like, yo, if my coworkers just popped in my Instagram and they just came out, they would think I was looking at porn or something. Because girls and guys and all, that's in this sport. Unfortunately, I don't want to put a percentage on it, but there's a good amount of people that are very vain, you know, and they do this for reasons that more than just competing to win, you know. That's what we were saying a second ago. From a guy's perspective, you know, guys might not like you said, those unwanted or those follows that you know are just there to fucking put you in a spank bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, and us as guys, we know we like when girls know how girls are dirt bags and they, you know, this girl's trying to get at your dude or she just whatever. Guys know that about guys. We know the same. We know the same shit. So it's like you said too, you gotta be secure, and then also, but what hurts as well, guy or girl competing, is, you know, you have good intentions of what you're trying to post, you know, and what sucks is you don't want it to be misconstrued and hurt the one you love.
100%.
You don't want to, and you know, I think that's a very fine line. More for women than men of what they post, because women, there's so many different weapons they use to look sexy, right? Like you got the legs, the thigh, the quad, you know, like, and if you a dude like me, like, you know, you appreciate physiques and muscle, but there comes a point, because we've seen all levels of all levels of it. So, you know, you can tell the ones there's guys that are just suckers for just like the most basic girl trying to get dumbass attention. But then sometimes, but to me, sometimes I will look past that and I'm looking at something totally different, and I've done something really dumb looking back, where I shared a girl's story that wasn't dressed appropriately. But in my mind, because I'm like, you know, it's like I wasn't looking at that, you know. I'm like, yo, this is hella funny. What happens? But to the girl, or again, if this was a guy, the first thing they're gonna see is not the fucking joke that you're looking at. They're looking at that person's body, they're looking at half fucking naked. Yeah. You know, but but again, it's because we're not necessarily numb to it, but we're like, it's you know what it is? It's
like almost normal.
It's not it's normal. And we're technically we're numb to it. It's an everyday thing to us. We're like, yeah, this person's this. That's just them. You know, like it's just like, But on the contrary though, when they express to you, hey, this is what I saw when you post, like, again, go back to communication. This is what I saw from that, and this is how I took it. Why did you not? And it made me, and I felt like hella dumb afterwards. I was like, damn, yeah, I guess that just went right over my damn head. You know, like, and it's because that you gotta realize, like, some of these people, they are doing it for the thirst of it.
Oh, bro, when I'm on prep, like, I live in LA. Hot as fuck out here, just like hot as fuck as that.
Yeah, we got that dry heat though.
Yeah, I'm always in a hoodie, no matter what. Always in a hoodie.
Yep.
Because I just don't care. Like, I'm prepping for the stage. That's it. I'm not prepping to get likes. I'm not prepping to every fucking day the same basic ass progress pic you see dudes posting, bro. The same one. That's like, you go on someone's page, like, bro, like, really? Same pose every day? Every day the same pose? I'll post maybe one, but the most I show is with my coach who's ever prepping me.
Yeah.
And not that, I'm in hoodies and like baggy ass 2X t-shirts. Yeah. Just because, like I said, I prep for myself. I want to be covered up.
Yeah.
I don't need extra attention. I don't want it.
Look at your mindset's totally different. So again, when you get comments and likes, let's get back to that part. So if you're posting something and a girl's like, you know, shows like the drool face and shit, like, one thing that sucks in this, again, guy or girl, we can't control what someone sends us. You know, there does come a level of reassurance. There does come a level of making the person you're with feel secure with you. And I'm not gonna lie, I've not always been the best at that. Got that out the way. But what I'm trying to say is, when it is time to, and that's like, if that's what I need to be, like, making the person I'm with feel secure. I'll do what I have to do because that's important. Because when we're doing this sport, one of the last things we ever want is to have this person that's supporting us, that's right there next to us, like pretty much resenting us for like what somebody else is doing, and you can't control it. I can't control what they're doing. Like if they want to be a fucking gross son of a bitch, like excuse my language, but that's what they want to be and be thirsty like that. Okay, I'll delete the comment. Ain't no big deal. It's a click out of there. I'll unfollow. I'll block. It ain't no thing. But for the moment, and then that goes right into what we said. But if you wouldn't have posted that shit in the first place, it's like, damn it.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword in a sense.
Double-edged sword.
Catch-22. If you post it, you want to feel good about yourself. You want your boys to hype you up. Because sometimes that's what I want. I want my boys to be like, dudes I really don't talk to as much through text or communicate because we're all busy. Oh, damn, do I look good? Like, I remember from when we first started, you put on some size. That gets me going. Like, all right, cool, it's just going. It's working. But then you get that shit with comments. Then you get significant other getting at you like, who is this?
Yep.
Who is this?
Right. Oh, he pulled the phone out.
It's like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't play dumb. Like, I'm not playing dumb.
Right.
Why are you laughing? I'm laughing because it's funny because you're attacking me about it. Like,
right.
Are you serious? I'm sitting here next to you, and I can't control that.
Can't control that. The only thing we can control is
our actions.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a big one. And then of course, if you and not again being the person that is with someone or choosing to be with someone that is participating in this sport, you gotta realize that that's just something that comes with it. Parts of it, and it's a choice. But if we're the person, like again, it's communication too. If there's something or the way we post or like the way you post a progress picture, if it's worth it to that person to try to change the way they do a progress picture or something, if they care, they'll do it. They'll change it. They'll be like, okay, well, they don't like the way I post this way of my hamstring tie-in. I'll do it now instead of doing it in my bikini and thong, I'll do it in my Nike Spanx. You get what I'm saying? Like there's a big difference there. So, it's like,
or as well be like, hey, what do you think about this pic? How do you feel about it?
Including them. Oh, that's including, because then they feel comfortable. That's a way you can do it too. Include them in what you're going to post. Like, hey, what do you think of this one? Is this, but again, some people who's the person on the other side, they don't feel they need to do that. So it's if you care that much about the person, if you care about the relationship, you're going to include that person. So to wrap that part up, the social media thing, it comes with the territory. A lot of women get that shit that don't compete. You know what I'm saying? So like, imagine like every woman that's somewhat attractive in any form or fashion have been disrespected by some guy on social media. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Like dating.
Period. So imagine when you're doing it for sports. So the guy that's trying to date a girl like that, you got to know what you're getting into. Point blank. Period. You got to know what you're getting into, and rest and pray to God your woman is making you feel secure that she's with you and only you. And then you got to trust that shit until further notice. And same with us as the guys. The girl has to trust us, and she has to trust that we're making her, we're doing what we need to do to make sure the situation isn't any more than it is. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, we post a pic, I'm saying, if I post a pic, I'm working out, and I just happen to look sexy, this ain't my fault. No, I'm just saying, but honestly, man, so question for you. What, because this is off topic, we already did all the notes, the notes is cool. For you, Bobby, if there's advice you would give if you would give a man who competes, if you could give advice to him as far as what can help him with a future relationship, or if he's with somebody, and then the opposite then for like if you are a man or if you are the choosing a girl, or if you think that there's a girl out there, what advice do you want to give them of the guy she's dating that could be bodybuilding as well? So let's start with the man first.
So all right, so say it again.
So if you're first advice for any guys out there who compete that either are in a relationship or are thinking about having a relationship that might be going through this right now, they are listening to what we're talking about and it resonates with them, or so on and so forth.
I mean, honestly, just stay true to yourself. Don't lie to yourself about this. Like, sit back and really observe, why am I doing this? Is it because you want clout chase?
Clout chase.
You trying to get girls?
Yep.
You like saying like, cause some dudes do. I've heard dudes do it like, I want to get bitches.
Who the fuck would go through all that? Anyways.
I've heard it backstage, bro.
Are you serious?
These younger dudes competing now. Like, I'm doing it to get bitches, bro. I want to be pool ready. So I'm going to get bitches. I'm like, why are you here then?
Are you serious?
Yeah, dog.
You go through mornings, faster cardio and all that shit and money for that and all the food to just go get some bitches?
That was mind-boggling. I was like, bruh, you are the reason why these fees keep going up and up because motherfuckers keep entering these shows and they see it. More they're seeing it, so they're raising the fees. That's another topic another day.
God.
So it's just stay true to yourself, man, and understand what you're getting into.
Yeah.
And if you have that person you love and you really love and that person is ride or die for you, include them in everything.
Yeah.
Include them, even if it's a cardio session. Hey, you want to do cardio with me, babe? What do you think about this photo? What do you think about these trunks? Include them in it.
Yeah. So
they're a part of the whole process with you.
Yeah.
And let them know every day you love them and you're the main trophy. You can't wait to make them proud.
You're the overall baby.
Yeah, like you can't wait to make them proud.
I like that. That's game, Bobby. Game. I might use that shit. That's game, Bobby. That was nice.
Yeah, man, it's the truth, bro. It's like let them know, like you're the main thing.
And then how about for the woman? Any advice for her if she's dating a guy that competes?
You gotta trust them. You with them. You gotta trust them. Don't stress them out. Easier said than done. And if you think something's gonna stress them out, just second guess yourself. Like think about it. Like wait, before I react, let me see what's he going through right now. Because like I said, it could be like how many weeks away is he from? What's he eating? Ask him how his day's going. You shoot him a little text, stuff like that. Like don't attack him. Come at him smooth. Because I'm pretty sure if he's working a corporate job, he has his boss on his ass, staring at a computer screen, answering phone calls, whatever the fuck you gotta do. If he's a trainer, dealing with not only his clients, but the people around him who are telling him, why the fuck are you competing for? When's your show? Can you go back to being normal? It's like he's hearing it from everyone else, so just be a support system.
Yep.
Just be a support system.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Kind of gotta be.
And just know that once the prep is over, you will get your man back to how he was.
Yeah.
Enjoying them cheat night meals.
He'll smile again one day.
Yeah. He won't be grumpy.
I don't think I smiled from 7 weeks out going in. I don't think I smiled.
Yeah, man. It's hard, bro.
When I used to work at BJ's, when I was in Washington and competing, I actually got written up because employees were uncomfortable because I was quiet and I made them feel tense. I got written up for it. And one of my other coworkers she was a wrestler, she was pissed. She was like, why is he getting written up for this shit? Is he bothering anybody? Is he late for work? Is his performance lacking? No.
Yeah.
Then why is he getting written up then? I literally got written up because other people just felt uncomfortable because I was just so stone-faced. Literally.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to be mean and no, none of that. I was just literally just like you said, and then because every time I worked in restaurants, I used to have this one, bless her heart, I forgot her name. I don't want to say her name actually, but she was a bartender, and I see her at least 4 out of the 7 days of the week. You know what she said every single day? Nothing changed. She knows about it, but she said, "You look angry today. You okay?" Every single time I saw her.
That's funny because one of my closest clients is my boy.
Yeah.
He tells me, "I don't like you on prep."
I heard that one.
He's like, "You moody." I ain't joking with you. I can't even joke with you.
Yeah.
Let's get the workout in.
I got a partner that tells me something he's like, "I know when you on prep, I don't ask you dumb questions. I just kind of leave you alone."
Yeah, my boy. I'm gonna shout him out. My boy Laz is like that. I love that dude.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
He's like, "Bobby, I ain't fucking with you today, man. You on prep? I ain't fucking with you today. You take shit too serious." But he knows. He's like, he knows that I'm on prep. That ain't me, because he sees me when I'm off prep. We joke, we clown, talk about music, shoot the shit while we're training.
You're a different person.
Yeah, but it goes back to it. Switch, structure, you gun ho, you become a monster. Because you ain't doing this shit for shits and giggles.
Yep.
I'm not putting my body through all this. The diet may look healthy. We may tell if it's a healthy diet because we're leaning out. Reality, that shit ain't healthy.
You get to a certain point, absolutely not. Yeah, you get to a certain point, absolutely not. And hopefully you got a coach that's giving you all nutrients shit. Shout out to Cuts, because I'm getting nutrients. You feel me? Shout out to you, dog.
Shout out to Cuts and Christian, because they're both my boys.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Christian makes sure I get the nutrients. He hollers at me, checks in with me.
Yeah.
And Cuts, when I was with him, it was all.
Oh, you were with Cuts, huh? I remember that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I won my first trophy with Cuts.
Yeah. Shout out Cuts for real.
Yeah. So, again, you want to compete, pick a good coach.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are some coaches that don't give a shit about you. All he cares about that.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
And I got your stage ready, right? What more do you want? I did my job.
Yeah, we know a little story together that I was bear witness to with you. So, yeah, off topic. But sorry, y'all. But and then I'll close it just for myself, man. Like, I think we covered a lot of good points as far as, again, it's your choice. It's not the real us. You know what I'm saying? So understand that. We want to try to neutralize as many problems, or really possible, toxic situations we possibly can. We want to make sure that we don't offend you or hurt you, make you feel insecure. Because the social media aspect of this whole competing thing, I wish I would have bodybuilded in the 90s and 80s and early 2000s, bro. I mean, real shit, because dating and social media in general and trying to view it, if it's new, or even if it's someone that, like, maybe you mess, whatever, like if it's bad, whatever. If it's been bad in the past, whatever it could be, man. This is heavy. Social media can weigh a little bit more than it probably needs to.
Dog, if I wasn't a private trainer and had the clients I have, I wouldn't have social media.
I hear. You know what? I've been. Oh my gosh, I've been there. Oh man, like that. I deactivated my account last year for like a week or two. Yeah, because of that. Absolutely, I've done that before. But as we were saying, all in all, what we're talking about, I just feel that, you have to have a level of compromise on both sides. You have to compromise.
And communication too.
Yeah, communication is very big. You have to be able to communicate, because sometimes the person that's competing, they just will shut down. Not shut down, but they will shut off, and they don't want to talk. And that's not because they don't talk, because they don't like you, because they hate you, just because they're thinking about so many other things.
Yeah, like especially like I said back in my field, I'm not only dealing with my clients, and I'm thinking for them, so I'm thinking for like 12 different people a day.
Yeah, sure.
With myself, that's 13 people I'm thinking for.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then the people around me too come at you on sideways on like some funny shit.
Yep.
But to you it ain't funny because you take it offense, because at the same time that's not you. So when you get home, the last thing you want to do is talk to your significant other, and it sucks because you put them in a situation where like you shut them off.
Mm-hmm.
Or you cut them short. Yeah. Especially if it's football season.
Stupid.
Like,
that's why prepping and all that during football season is great. Stay home. Yeah. You're good. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you're good.
It's great.
Man, so I really appreciate, man, you being on this with me, and we can have more of these conversations in the future, and we just all y'all, like everyone that's watching, we definitely just want to let y'all know that we aren't the dirtbags, and we don't want to be. Maybe we have been in the past, but right here, right now, I think me and Bobby both make a declaration that we ain't dirtbags. So it's like, you want to be better for your significant other, and you want to be able to share both, because there's, and I've heard this before, and I believe this to be very true. What's success without someone to share it with? What is it? What is being at a show? What is that? And you don't have like I've seen dudes like win and just think by themselves, like the fuck.
Yeah, because I'll close out with this as well. Because once you get off that stage, your friends go home.
Yep.
Your coach goes home. Your teammates go home.
Oh,
you want to call them teammates.
This is heavy right here.
If you want to call them teammates, because honestly, I don't consider myself having a team. Nah, fuck that. I got the dudes that I fuck with and I talk to. Yeah. You my boy. Yeah. I ain't with that team shit, to be honest with you. That's a different thing. So,
shout out to Team Ventura for starting that whole team shit.
Oh, you had to say it.
They started the whole team shit.
But yeah, man, like I said, once you get off stage, you get in your car, go home. It's just you. You don't have a significant other. So, dudes, you gonna prep? Treat your shorty right, man. And you chicks, treat your dudes right too, because at the end of the night, trust me, they do want to go home to you.
Yes.
They do want to go celebrate with you, because everyone has an agenda after the show.
Yes.
I know after Excalibur, all my people, they went home on their own, and I went home to myself.
Damn. Yeah.
Got in my truck, and I met up with some of my clients. Shout out to Heather and Terrell. Went to the shop.
What up, y'all?
For a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then went home, grabbed some In-N-Out, and called it a night.
Ooh. Okay.
So
I'm having that tonight too, by the way. Refeed.
I'm off season right now, so every day's refeed.
This motherfucker. So yeah, man. So I appreciate you again being on this, and I hope this helped y'all in this video. Bodybuilding N Relationships. We might even do a part 2, 3, 13. Who knows? So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or even just want to add to it, please do so. Come at us. We want to hear it all. Bad, good, whatever. If you say we ain't shit, awesome. That means we got into your feelings. So that's the end of the day. That's all I care.
You saw this video, so you can't see the video.
All right. So that's all that matters. So really appreciate it, Bobby. Again, Bobby's Instagram is Bobby Training. That's BOBBY Training, all one word. And I'm Antonio_Smothers. So we appreciate y'all again, Bobby. My man.
Much love, my dude.
All right, homie.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
All right. Get at you.